What is up, YouTube? Happy Wednesday. Well, man, it's been a minute since we had a losing day, but we finally did last night. But if you were in the Discord, gave out 3 parlays. We hit 2. The other one was a nasty little hook that, man, thought it was going to hit. Thought we were going to go 3 for 3, but that's okay. And if you're not in the Discord, links down below, completely free to join. Yeah, if anybody wants to talk sports and have a good community. So trying to build that up. And all the subs, appreciate it, guys. We're getting really close to 600, or we just passed it. So thank you very much. If you haven't, give the video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. But let's get in. Let's rip the Band-Aid off, talk about yesterday. We'll go over the recap. So we went 3 and 4. We had DeMar DeRozan over 7.5 rebounds plus assists. He finished at 10, so that was nice. Desmond Bane over 4.5 rebounds. He finished at 3. That game was very frustrating. We also missed Ja Morant over 7.5 assists in that game. Ja had 2 assists literally in the first minute of the game and finished at 4. So I don't know what the hell was up with that game. Memphis played their entire bench. So don't tell me the cup is serious and important when Memphis played their entire bench. And a lot of them got more time than the starters. So interesting there. Steph Curry over 5.5 assists. This was super sweat-free. I think he finished with 11. Cat over 11.5 boards. Trust Cat, baby. He had 10 in the first half. That was an absolute blowout of a game. I actually got nervous he might not hit it in the second half because it was such a bad blowout. The Joker, over 12.5 rebounds. I don't bet him often, and this is exactly why. He's very spotty for me. He finished at 10. We already talked about Ja. He missed. Cade Cunningham, the streak finally ended. They got the brakes blown off of them against Milwaukee. That was crazy. That was supposed to be a tight game. It was not. A lot of the games last night were not really that competitive, so kind of crappy, but it is what it is. So like I said, we went 3 and 4. Ultimately, positive day. Personally, ended up hitting some nice plays, so went up a little bit, but it is what it is. Let's get into today's slate here and talk about these games. We don't have a lot, but there's definitely some value today. All right, Magic and the Sixers. Magic, after just getting absolutely railed in the Garden, travel to Philly now. For the 76ers, Embiid's going to be out again. Shocker. Let's see what other injuries they have here. Drummond's still going to be out. So technically, if you look at Yabusele, you could look at taking his over in rebounds. I mean, he crushed it last night. It's just the Magic aren't too big on giving up boards. So really just depends on who he's guarding. I would say if Batadzi's in tonight, if he plays, maybe look at over the rebounds. I think it's at 7.5. He had a lot last night. So, but in terms of picking a winner, I would say Orlando bounces back. So give me Orlando minus 3.5. They haven't been the best road team, but the 76ers team, not great. So I like the Magic to have a good bounce back here. It's kind of like in MLB when we take a team that got blown out the day before. All right, Lakers and the Heat. Lakers going to be traveling to Miami. Lakers plus 1.5. Now, again, they haven't been a great road team. Yeah, it's definitely a spot where give me a 1.5 with the Lakers in this spot. I'll take them all day. Austin Reeves is a game time decision with a pelvic groin bruise, I believe. So I think that's the only one. Let's see. I'm sure Anthony Davis is a game time decision, as always. Yep. Expected to play, though. On the other side of the ball for Miami, Kevin Love's a game time decision. Jimmy Butler's a game time decision. Yeah. Nothing changes for me there. Lakers. All right, Pistons and the Celtics. How did the Pistons respond after just getting absolutely destroyed? Well, they get a 13.5 point spread. I don't want to touch this. There is a prop I like in this game. I didn't touch it. I mean, I kind of want to go back to the Cunningham rebounds and assists. We're getting a two discount. It's at 12.5. It's almost worth a gamble, but the blowout potential is ridiculously high. One of the things I do like is Jalen Durant over 1.5 assists. He's hit it in 5 straight. He hit it really early yesterday, even in the blowout. So kind of an interesting play. It's at minus 125. There's some value there. But ultimately, I'm not touching this spread, but I would lean Boston minus 13.5, or the over 221 would probably be a better play. All right, Pacers and the Nets. Can't trust the Pacers. I cannot trust the Pacers on the road. I can't trust them at home. But I don't trust Brooklyn either. So complete fade for me in terms of picking a winner. Definitely lean towards that under 226.5 in this game. Hawks and the Bucks. This is our highest spread of the night at 236.5. I don't really know how you don't take the Hawks plus 4.5. I know this Bucks team's, starting to come around a little bit, but they just had a big win last night. It just feels like a really nice spot for a letdown game. So Atlanta plus 4.5 in there. And then we've got the T-Wolves and the Clippers. Clippers coming off a good win against the Trailblazers. Yeah, I think it was Portland. Yeah. That was the only game where I felt like Portland or Clippers really wanted to win. Like that was the only game I felt that freaking mattered. So nice to see the Clippers there go at it. Clippers at home have been nasty. So give me the Clippers plus 2.5 at home. I know it's the T-Wolves, but man, they've looked good. Definitely lean towards that over 212.5. That line is just simply too low in my opinion. This should be closer to 216, 217. So over 212.5 would be my best bet in that game. All right, let's get to the picks. I've got NBA and we've got some college basketball that we're going to talk about today. So first pick is going to be Clint Capella over 10.5 rebounds plus assists. We've been on the Capella train and it's been cashing. He's over this in 9 of his last 10 games. Milwaukee 10th in fewest rebounds allowed to the center position. That said, he's just been absolutely crushing this line. And I think he's going to he'll get 1 assist for sure. He's 10 for 10 in terms of getting 1 assist. And lately he's been dishing 2. So every once in a while he'll sprinkle a 2 in there. If he gets us a 2, we only need 9 rebounds. So I like this spot. Tyrese Halliburton, under 9.5 assists. I thought I put this on the card yesterday. I'm pissed because this was my biggest play of the night. I had this on 3 slips, to be honest. So I'm going right back to it. He's under in 7 of his last 10, under in 3 straight. Brooklyn gives up the 13th fewest rebounds allowed. So he's been more in scoring mode. So I think he continues that trend where he's just focusing more on scoring. All right, Jalen Johnson, over 14.5 rebounds plus assists. So another Atlanta play. He's over this in 6 of 10, but Milwaukee is 25th in rebounds allowed to the small forward position. I think he has a nice day. Now, the reason why I took this, I think he has a really good day on the assist side. I took this for more value. I took the RA for more value, but I think the assist line is the more surefire play. It's just more juiced. Trae Young should be in scoring mode tonight. The Bucks are not good. They give up a ton of points to the point guard position. Trae Young's points line's at 19.5 or 20.5. It's at 19.5 on BetMGM. He's over this in 6 of 7 versus Milwaukee. This will be a very popular play today. I'm 100% certain. I just don't trust Trae Young to score points right now. So I'm backing off of that. I'm going to go with a different angle. I think Jalen Johnson feeds him some assists if he does score. If not, Jalen Johnson has 3 other guys that he can get assist on. So more of a safer play in my opinion on that line. That's my angle. All right, then we're going to fade Giannis. Giannis under 12.5 rebounds. He's under this in his last 5 games. He's under this in 3 of 10 versus Atlanta. So this is a system play here. We've got good numbers here that back this. Dennis Schroeder for the Nets, under 2.5 3-pointers made. He's under this in 1 of 9 versus the Pacers. He is over this line in 3 of his last 10. However, we do have some injuries, which I didn't cover. That's my bad. We still have a lot of people that are game time decisions and questionable. But if Ben Simmons or Cam Johnson plays, his line goes way down. He only hits this in like 10% of the time. So if one of those two play, I like the odds here. I said he's chucking up like 7 3-pointers a game. So we do have to fade a little bit. All right, next one, James Harden, over 8.5 assists. I just like this line. I know he's technically a shooting guard, but if we look at point guards, which is really what he is, 8 of the last 10, we'll call them primary ball handlers, have hit this line versus Minnesota. So we've got an 80% hit rate over the last 10 games. And I think Harden comes out dishing, especially at home. All right, last play on the card, D'Angelo Russell over 11.5 points. I hate taking points props. If you notice, I don't do it often. A good example would be last night. I had Wemby over 2.5 threes. Dude chucks up like 9 or 10 threes, doesn't make a single one. I gave out Malik Beasley in the Discord. There was a good line there on him. Dude shoots like 2 for 10. So I'm pretty much the ultimate curse here. I'm hoping we can break this trend today with D'Angelo Russell. It's 11.5 points. If Austin Reeves doesn't play, I just don't see a world where he doesn't hit this line. And even if Reeves does play, I'm sure he'll be somewhat limited. And D'Angelo Russell will still see a lot of time. He's over this in like 5 straight. 8 of the last 11 point guards have gone over their points line. And this is a very, very low line for him. So I like him to cover that today. All right, leans, and then we'll get to college basketball here. So a couple leans. I already talked to you guys about Trae Young. I just think it's going to be I try to stay away from wildly popular community plays. Just a weird thing for me. I think that's going to be really popular. His points line today, Jalen Duren over 1.5 assists. I already talked to you guys about that. I like that. And then Goga Batadze for the Magic, under 9.5 rebounds. Little sketchy. It's at -128. Almost made the card, but I didn't put it on there. All right, let's talk about college basketball and then get you guys on your way. Holy Cross +3 versus Harvard. In my opinion, Holy Cross should be the favorite here. I think we've got it backwards. So give me Holy Cross +3. Lehigh, give me their money line versus Monmouth. I think they're +1 if you want the +1. But again, I like them in this spot. I think the wrong team's favored. And then the last one, Pittsburgh, +6 versus Mississippi State. Pittsburgh's just better offensively, defensively. I mean, they're 18th, and they're playing an unranked Mississippi State. Obviously, they're playing in Mississippi, which is why we see Pittsburgh getting 6. In my opinion, I've got this as a 1.5 point. So I think Pittsburgh should be 1.5 point dogs, not 6. So there's some value there. All right, so that's all I got, guys. Like I said, if you want to join the Discord, link is down below. It's completely free to do that. I'll be posting some plays in there today as I see them. And I will catch you guys in the next video.